Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where I'm covering Action Comics 174, The Man Who Shackled Superman. Except, there isn't really like a singular person in the story. No one quite stands out from the gang who is responsible for this. So it doesn't feel like The Man Who Shackled Superman. It just feels like Superman was shackled by a gang. It's a strange way to go with the title. So this is a comic of random happenstances, and in fact has to like flash back to two separate events after the beginning. Superman is doing one of his weird events, I'm guessing for charity, where he's taking ideas from the audience and showing that they don't really affect him or that he can accomplish certain feats. But we have to flash back to what has to be one of the worst DAs in courtroom history, who allows the defense attorney to bring Kryptonite into the trial to use on Superman to prove it actually works against him. It lasts long enough for the defendant to punch a dude and escape, which makes it hard for Superman to get to him because he also has the Kryptonite, but he loses the Kryptonite. This is a very long and complicated way we get to the story. When Superman does in fact stop him, the Kryptonite gets dropped, falls into this vat where these two scientists are making a fiber. So they end up making a twine with Kryptonite in it. And the twine is unbreakable. And it doesn't seem to weaken Superman, but not in a overt way. He can't break the twine. The twine is unbreakable, but it also could possibly be because he's losing some of his powers. Or it's weakened him slightly, but it's not making him sick. So they use the twine in a very unnatural way to commit crimes, like tying it to their bumper and pulling things down, including like a milk truck, which would probably break off the bumper and not successfully tear anything down, but that's splitting hairs here. And eventually they do succeed in a trap of tying up Superman, so he's tied up. He's not really shackled. Twine is not shackles. And they get Lois because why not have Lois here? So far, not much of a plot, and a lot of the plot's been flashbacks and a long way to go to explain how we got a twine that Superman couldn't break. But don't worry, Superman, at least cleverly, though once again it falls under the whole random happenstance, when they stole the milk, of all things, the milk did something to the twine. It ate it. It basically disintegrated it. So Superman asks for milk when Lois refuses to eat when they're captive. And we don't actually see this moment. They try to build some sort of tension with the criminal stealing radium and Superman showing up. Though that moment doesn't have much of a moment because the story is almost over and Superman has to put them away, and then it's just a long explanation. And then it's just exposition to explain how Superman managed to get out of the twine, which they don't have like a really good answer. It must have been some element that ate through the twine. But yeah, there's just not enough of actual problem solving or Superman doing anything. Even for this story, there isn't like a three-thing thing where Superman's jumping from one problem to the next. It's more the criminals are going from one problem to the next, actually. And Superman solving the whole milk problem or figuring out a way out of the twine is just something that's set up out of like a random crime they did, which was an odd crime to begin with. They're so close to it. We had Superman figuring something out. We just have to have him work a little harder. Okay, that is it from Action Comics 174, The Man Who Shackled Superman. Not a very accurate title. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And seriously, what was that prosecutor thinking? Don't have the Kryptonite brought to Superman. At this point, it's pretty well documented that Superman is weak to Kryptonite, so I guess we don't have to do that ever again. Though, I guess the police were really bad there. There was a whole bad system in this courtroom. Okay, have a great day.